How did you interpret Draghi to start with?
To be honest, much as the market has, I think he changed a bit of his speech, ad-libbed it, and the bit he ad-libbed basically said, we think there's a building case for some form of easing. I think a lot of us had thought he was going to wait, TLTROs, get them out of the way, whereas now I think the market's bringing forward when that next step, the next iteration happens.
Schäuble, Wolfgang Schäuble, the German finance minister, says his comments have been misinterpreted. Do you think they have?
Well, I think what he said was they've been exaggerated.
Okay.
And I think he was referring there to this idea of fiscal austerity. What should fiscal policy be doing? So, yeah, I mean, the Germans have their perspective, but they're one of 18 in the voting. So, I mean, it's clear from what Draghi's saying that the monetary side of the equation, they feel there's a good case to do more, and I think the likelihood is they will.
And the trade has to be long dollar, short euro?
Yeah, I mean that's the cleanest trade, isn't it? Because you've got the dollar angle to it, which of course is part of the equation because we've had the Fed talking about the employment situation getting better more swiftly than expected. I mean, to be honest, we also like euro-yen lower. I think some of this the rise in dollar.
The less clean trade.
The less clean trade, which is what you're doing bog snorkeling later, aren't you? So yeah, that's our favourite trade. So there are different ways to play, but I think everyone's looking for euro. Even selling euro against emerging markets, I hear is becoming a popular trade as well.
So where is euro dollar going now?
Well, we've got a year end of 128, and we're getting ever closer. 131.50 held overnight in Asia, so I think that will be the next challenge if you like for the market. Get through that, and then suddenly we'll be talking 130.
Sterling's also interesting. Long dollar, short sterling is another cleanish trade.
Cleanish trade. We've had it on for about 3 years.
Right. Yes, of course. Yeah.
But no, it's to be fair, I think people on cable are beginning to wonder, has it moved a long way already? But actually, if you look at the shift in relative interest rate expectations between the US and the UK, cable could be trading close to 164, or even slightly below that level, I would argue. So I think there's a little bit more juice in cable, and it hasn't been quite as well followed, if you like, as euro dollar. It seems to have been happening in the background, but nonetheless a very profitable trade there to be short cable.
Just a broad question about this change in the French government, new economy minister, someone from the banking sector. I mean, how does that change the picture for you?
Well, I think it shows the difficulties of operating policy in Europe, and it'll be a difficulty for the ECB. How do you direct this, whatever it is, the monetary easing, what form it takes? How do you direct that to where it's needed? Schäuble's, I guess, saying Germany's doing okay. The French obviously feel more needs to be done there, and that's reflected in that kind of tension. What are we doing with the French economy? So it just underlines the difficulty the ECB will face in trying to get easing where it's needed.